Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are new here, my name is Kirti and I do all things makeup and beauty on my channel. So in case if you are new here and haven't hit that subscribe button yet, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button below. And so yeah, without any further ado, let's dive right into today's video. In today's video, I'm going to talk everything about blush. So I'm going to teach you how to apply blush, how to choose the right texture of blush, and how to choose the colors of blushes that actually suit your skin type, and also the application and what are the tools that you need to apply your blush like a pro. This video is very beginner friendly, guys. I'm going to teach everything from scratch. So yeah, without any further ado, let's dive right into today's blush video. I know a lot of people are intimidated by blush application, especially those who are beginners. So sometimes they tend to go like super heavy handed or they try to apply the blush in a wrong area, so which entirely breaks the makeup look. So in this video, we're going to cover everything about it. So fret not, blush application is going to be super easy. So when it comes to choosing the perfect blush, you have to consider three things in mind. These are key. So the first thing is your skin type, second thing is your skin tone, and the third thing is your skin undertone. So the three of them are very important. So when it comes to skin type, that is oily, dry, normal combo. So depending upon your skin type, you have to choose the blush. And again, when it comes to tone, what tone means is that are you fair, light, medium, or deeper complexion? That is tone. And tone is different from undertone, guys. So don't confuse both of them. When it comes to undertone, that means that are you warm, cool, or neutral? So these are undertones and these are tones. So you have to choose a blush depending upon your tone and your undertone as well. Suppose you have like oily skin, then it's better if you pick matte blushes. So be it like matte powder formulas or matte liquid formulas or matte stain formulas, but preferably matte finish blushes. For suppose you have dry skin, then creamier formulas like radiant formulas, dewy finishes work amazing. And rather than like super drying matte formulas, a satin matte blush would work brilliant, but not a drying matte blush. So again, when it comes to combination skin, depending upon how oily your cheeks get, you can actually choose the blush, be it creamy or matte. If you have normal skin, you guys are super lucky. You can choose either a dewy finish blush or a matte finish blush and apply that on your skin depending upon the desired makeup look that you want. So now coming to the undertone. For suppose if you have like cool undertones, then cool undertone blushes complement your skin well. So something like a bubblegum pink or like a Barbie doll pink. You know, the cool undertone, the cool family blushes. When it comes to warm undertone, if you have warm undertone, something like rosy pink, you know, like warm pink or peaches will work amazing on you. For suppose if you have like neutral complexions, preferably both of them can work better on you. Or you can just like mix a bit of cool tone blush and a bit of like warm tone blush and apply that on your cheeks. Even that will look fabulous. When it comes to tone of the skin tone, that is like light, medium, and deeper. So for light complexions, anything with lighter blushes, you know, like light rose pink, very light peach color blushes will look fantastic on them. When it comes to medium complexions, you need something a little more pigmented, okay? Not super light peach or not super light pink. That will not show up on your skin. So when it comes to deeper complexions, you need even little more deeper blush because that will show up on the skin. So depending upon the skin tone, you can choose the pigmentation of the blush and also the colors of the blush. Fine, now let's look at the different formula of blushes. Firstly, I want to talk about cream blushes, which are my absolute favorite. So first are these. So these are the Maybelline Cheek Heat blushes. So I have actually showcased these on my channel so many times. So these are from Maybelline and they have like a very sheer gel cream formula. So these are not super pigmented. They have like a very sheer coverage, but they look fantastic on skin. They have like a very nice dewy finish. So especially if you have like dry to normal skin, they will look amazing on you. I wouldn't recommend these for oily skin beauties because they are very, very dewy, like very creamy. I'm just going to show you one color. This is called Fuchsia Spark. It might look like too dark in the tube, but it's not a color that will intimidate you, okay? So I'm just going to blend this out. See how creamy this is, like how creamy. So oh my god, guys, just see that. See that how dewy it is, right? So this is a blush that sits perfectly on dry skin. Once you actually blend it out into your skin, they shear down, okay? They don't look super dark anymore. So you don't need to be intimidated by the colors. So I actually love this formula. I love this whole range from Cheek Heat Maybelline. So, and they are very affordable as well. So if you're just starting out with cream blushes and if you have like dry skin, you're gonna love these blushes. High-end range, Glossier makes amazing blushes as well. Again, the tube cream blushes, you can check them out from high-end collection. Now let's talk about another formula, another favorite of mine. So these are again cream blushes, but in tub form. I mean like dabba form. So these are from Fenty Beauty. I have actually talked about a gazillion times on my channel about these blushes. So this is in the shade called Rose Latte. So this is my recent obsession shade. So this is like a rosy shade, but that has like a hint of peachy brown tones in it. So especially if you are wearing a bold lip color and you just want a blush that is not too rosy and not too brown or too peachy, this is like a perfect blush that will complement. And also it actually complements across skin tones. Even if you are fair toned, you can use it. Even if you're medium complexion or medium deep complexion, you can still work with this blush. And another favorite shade of mine from Fenty is called Petal Poppin. This is the shade. Again, it's a nice rosy pink, light rosy pink. So this shade again complements beautifully for fair to medium complexions. So why I love these blushes is because they are very, very creamy, but they are not entirely dewy like the Maybelline Cheek Heat blushes. So they are perfect for those of you with dry skin and normal skin. Again, I wouldn't recommend these for oily skin beauties as well. Let me show you guys the pigmentation with these blushes to see. So it's a perfect rosy color with hints of like brownish, latte, peachy hues in it. I don't know how to explain that, but it perfectly blends out into the skin like butter. This blush blends into your skin like butter. And another formula of blushes is liquid blushes. So you might have seen so many brands making liquid blushes, especially NARS liquid blushes are amazing. So Rare Beauty liquid blushes are brilliant as well. So yeah, they actually come for half the price of NARS, I guess. So if you just want to start something with a little lesser price thing, then definitely Rare Beauty, you can check them out. Rare Beauty, you have two formulas in liquid blushes. So there is a dewy formula and there is a matte formula, and this is the matte formula. These blushes are very, very pigmented. So when it comes to liquid blushes, you don't need to apply too much on your skin, so you can layer it up. So the good thing about liquid blushes is that oily skin, normal skin, dry skin, everybody can use a liquid blush. But put in mind, if you are actually choosing a dewy finish liquid blush, then oily skin people cannot use that. But if you are picking like a matte finish or a satin matte finish liquid blush, everybody can use it beautifully. And why I'm also including dry skin in this is because liquid blushes are not they are not made up of like a very drying powdery matte formula. So they are very unique than the regular powder blushes. So they actually blend into the skin, into your foundation very seamlessly. So if you have like dry skin but you still love like a matte looking cheek rather than a very dewy glossy cheek, then you can consider applying liquid matte blushes as well. My favorite is this one from Rare Beauty. This is in the shade called Love. So it comes with applicator like this, like like lip stain or liquid lip applicator, and this is so that's the shade. And again, this is very, very pigmented, like very pigmented. So you have to be like real quick after applying this blush. And my favorite way of applying, I mean like blending uh, liquid blush is especially with a beauty blender. You cannot go wrong with a beauty blender, because if you actually choose like a brush, and especially when you have like a heavy hand, you might move the foundation from that area, but not with beauty blender. You can just like tap the product into your skin, and either cream or liquid formulas will blend out into your foundation beautifully. Another formula, most used formula, are these powder blushes. So my favorite are definitely these from Maybelline. These are the Fit Me blushes. They are fantastic. Let me just show you the color. So this is in the shade called Rose. It's called Rose Claire, and it is a perfect rosy pink. Again, complements beautifully for medium complexions with warm undertones. So as I told you, all the colors that I showed you, this color complements beautifully for warm undertone, right? And again, this rose latte that I showed you, again complements only warm undertone because it is a warm toned blush. So again, this also suits like warm undertone and also neutral undertones. I don't have like any bubblegum pink sort of like Barbie pink blushes in my collection, because I am warm undertone and I usually pick all the warm undertone blushes. But if you go to the store, you can see different various colors of blushes and various shades of pinks, in which you will obviously notice like a candy yum pink and you know, Barbie doll pink. So those are the blushes that actually complement well for cool undertone skin tone. So now again, I love MAC blushes, especially because their formula is amazing. The powder blushes formula, they have like a wide variety of colors to choose from. So everybody, every skin tone has a perfect shade. You can find that from MAC blushes, and high in quality, guys. These are not that chalky formula powder blushes. They are very high in quality. Even like these are like one of the best blushes to have in a makeup artist kit as well. So I highly recommend you guys like checking MAC blushes out if you want something from MAC. Let me show you guys like my favorite colors. So this is like Pinch Me. This is a sheer tone blush from MAC. This shade is called Pinch Me. This shade is called Peach Twist. So this is like a nice peachy sheer tone formula, but it has slight tones of like shimmer in it, like very, very slight tones. Like once you apply on skin, you don't even notice the shimmer, but it has like a very satiny feel to it. I love, love, love this blusher. It's called Peach Twist. So this is the shade. This is like my favorite pink from MAC. So again, a nice rosy flowery pink. It's Fluor Power. Beautiful pink that again complements like warm undertones with fair to medium complexion. And let me show you guys another blush, especially when you're wearing like a bold lipstick, like a dark lipstick, and you just want like a nudie blush, like a nude peach blush. This will do amazing. So this shade is called Sunbasque. So again, this is like a sheer tone blush. These are not one swipe pigmented sort of blushes. They have like a very sheer tone. And also this blush also has slight, very, 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 very slight shimmer in it, like nothing noticeable even on application, but it just gives a very beautiful satin finish again. So these are my favorite blushes from MAC. And now I want to talk about another type of blush formula. I have actually talked about these on my channel. These are from Milani. So these are the Milani baked blushes. So these are the blushes. So can you guys see how glowy this is? Now this has like super, super visible shimmer. Like if you actually apply them on your cheeks, you will notice like you applied as if you applied a highlighter. Okay, so literally they can double up as a highlighter. Now that is how much shimmer they have in them. Now the thing about these blushes is that they look fantastic, but these blushes are not for everybody, especially if you have like texture on skin, or if you have like open pores, acne. They look awful. They enhance the texture. They make them, the pores, they enlarge the pores. They make the texture even more visible. So I wouldn't recommend these blushes for everybody. So especially if you have like younger skin, or like, you know, more flawless skin, like literally like a porcelain sort of finished skin. So that is when these blushes will look cool on you. Else I would say just stay away from these blushes, because these will not suit everybody. So now we looked into the texture of blushes and tones and colors. So now let's look into the application of blushes. Favorite way of applying this blush is with sponge. I love to also apply this blush with brush as well. If you are a beginner, I would just suggest ditch the brushes and apply this with a sponge. It'll look fabulous, because that way you will not move your foundation. Also make sure that your sponge is always damp, okay? So when you squeeze your sponge, no water should be coming out of it, and your sponge should not be dry, okay? So now I'm gonna take a damp brush, sponge, and I'm just gonna dip, take like a lot of blush. Might have seen, you know, like, or you might have heard that you should apply the blush on the apples of your cheeks, right? Now, when it comes to where is the apples of your cheeks, this is the apples of your cheeks. If you actually apply blush on your right on that apple of your cheeks, you know, like right here, then it will make your face look more chubby. But if you actually apply your blush right here in the highest point of your face, then you will give a lift to your cheeks and also a beautiful lift to your face. And also another thing is that don't apply blush just okay while you're smiling. Don't apply blush right in this part and leave it, okay? Because once you stop smiling, your cheek is going to drop down, and it is not, your blush is not going to be in the place where you applied. It is going to drop down as well with that. Do is I'm gonna apply this right on the highest point of my cheeks. See here, from here I'm gently only tapping into this area, okay? No dragging, just tapping, and with very light pressure, like whatever that is there on the sponge, I'm just taking it right in here, so that it is gonna blend it. So this is going to look like it is blended into the temples of your face, and it gives a nice lifted look to your cheek area. And also don't take your blush into your contour region. So your blush should always be above your contour region. Don't blend your blush into too much into your contour region, because that way you will make your face look droopy, which you don't want. So with blush, you just want to lift your face up by bringing back that color. So always apply the color and then just blend it out above your bronzer, you know, your contour area. Now, remember one rule of thumb when it comes to application of blush. So, do you guys see? I didn't bring my blush all the way till here, okay? So, I actually left like a 2 finger gap in between. So, from my nostril region till my starting of the blush, I left a 2 finger gap. So, this is like the right gap that you need to have. Consider when applying a blush, because when you bring down your blush too much, it'll give a sun-kissed look, but that will not be appropriate for all the makeup looks that you do. If you're actually doing something like an evening party makeup look, or you're just like doing a wedding makeup look, so applying blush all over your region like as if it is sun-kissed will not be apt. You know, it will not look beautiful. So this application will suit no matter what occasion. When you're just doing a simple sun-kissed look, then you can obviously bring your blush here and also apply a bit on your nose as well if you want. So can you guys see the difference from this side of the cheek to this side of the cheek? I know blushes fade out super easily. The product that you apply last on your skin is the first to go out. So blushes fade out very quickly, but that doesn't mean that you have to load up your face with loads of blush, okay? That will give a very clown-like look. It is okay to just go a little heavy-handed, but not very heavy-handed, okay? Maybe add in an extra layer, but don't go and add like 3 to 4 layers of blush. So now that's it. I'm going to stop right there. I don't want to add even any more because that will not look flattering. And also remember, when you are applying cream blush, apply that on top of your foundation and not on top of your powder. So once you go and apply your powder, always make sure that you only add powder products on top of that and don't add any liquid or cream products on top of a powder. So when it comes to cream blush, apply that on top of foundation and not on top of your powder. Now, to actually make your blushes last longer, so you can layer your blushes up. Like now I applied like a cream blush, then you can take a powder blush and layer on top of that. So in that way the blushes will stay for a longer time. When it comes to tools, you can have like different tools. So this is my favorite from drugstore. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. So now look at the bristles of this brush. So this has a beautiful dome shape here, but it is not entirely big. Huge blush brushes in the market which literally fit all over your face rather than only on the cheek area. I don't like those, but this actually perfectly fits in the blush region, like literally on the apples of your cheeks. So that is why I actually like this brush. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Rose, and I'm just going to take good amount of blush, and always remember, tap off the excess, okay? Don't blow, just tap off the excess. And now with this brush, I'm applying the blush also in the same region, guys, like literally I'm just gonna leave 2-finger gap, okay? 2-finger gap always. And now I'm just gonna place right there. Okay, so I didn't go and apply too much because I already applied a cream blush, so I don't want to overpower that. Just this much is more than enough. Now let me tell you how some people apply the blush, okay? This is not the right way of applying the blush. Let me tell you why. Okay, so the angle of your the angle where you're placing the blush is very important. So when I'm actually blending my powder blush or cream blush, if you have noticed, I am actually applying the blush from here and I'm taking it upwards. Okay, this is the angle. So I'm placing it here and taking the blush upwards. So that will give a lifted look. But if you actually apply the blush from here straight like this area, it is going to blend it out into your contour. Okay, so the blush is going to mix down into your contour and it's going to give like a very droopy look. Okay, so do not give a lifted cheekbone look. So if you actually apply in the straight direction like this, so it's going to give a very droopy look. Now again, this is a brush that you can actually multi-purpose with. You can use this as a blush brush. Also, you can use this to set your powder as well. So now I'm going to take this and I'm taking my Milani Baked Blusher. Okay, this has like a lot of shimmer. So I'm just going to apply this on this side in the blush area. Can you guys see the glow? Okay, can you just see that glow? It literally added that glow as if I applied a highlighter in that area. So now can you guys see how this blush enhanced the texture on my skin? That is the problem with this blush. You can clearly see the pimple right there and also these open pores right here. You can clearly see them. That is why this is not a blush that will suit everybody. So if you have like a super porcelain flawless skin, then this is for you. Else I would just say stay away from that. The blush application angle should be right from the apple of your cheek to the temples. Okay, from apple of your cheek to the temples, from downward to upward motion, not straight. Okay, don't apply the blush straight. That's it for today's video. I hope you will get an idea on the different textures of blush and also how to choose the color and how to apply, and also how to choose the blush according to your skin type as well. So in case if you like it, then please don't forget to give this video a like and also join the Glam Fam by hitting the subscribe button, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media pages, my Instagram handle. I'll be leaving the link in the description box below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all with another video. Till then, have a great day. Bye.